And this falls on the circulating nurse and or the physician.
And is the, I know that's not web roll, but
No, it's not.
is the web roll,
Web roll is white and it's made of cotton.
and is it thick when they put it on?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Web roll is very thick. I promise you, I will bring in.
Is that like the cloth that they put underneath the cast?
Same
I've
thing.
never had a cast, but I know that
Same thing.
It's the same stuff.
It's the same
Okay.
stuff. I will bring in a sample of web roll next week. Tourniquet comes in different sizes. 18, 32. So if you're doing lower extremity, this doesn't make sense. Okay?
Hand them that for a final
Now, with the
one.
sizes for that, the larger the number, the larger the cuff, or the?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay? Okay? That's on. Doctor will set the parameters. I already showed you the picture, right, of the tourniquet machine. Could be at 25, 250, excuse me, or 300.
That's a lot.
I want to trip. Patient is prepped. Okay? Doctor can decide to use this before prep. When you're doing extremity cases, especially carpal tunnel,
Actually, that's a good idea. Andrew.
you may have a hand table. Hand table resembles that of the arm board, but it's just a little wider, and it goes on the same way. Certain places that is, I'm going to say, cheap. You don't have access to a lot of hand tables, so you improvise. I also see 2 arm boards put together to actually make it equivalent to a hand table. Okay, patient is in supine. Patient arm is extended 90 degrees. You don't want it to be overextended because you don't want to injure the nerve, the brachial plexus. Okay? Proper positioning is key in any surgical procedure, ladies. Okay? So you don't want this. You want 90 degrees because you don't want to injure the brachial plexus. Carpal tunnel, that patient is having some type of entrapment of the median ulnar nerve. Okay, that's here. Okay. Patient in supine, proper position. Okay, we're ready to go. We have the proper equipment. Hand table, 2 arm boards. Okay. Doctor wants a prep. The prep can be either chloroprep or betadine. Doctor's preference. It's on your preference card, on your protocol. The circulating nurse now will have sterile gloves on. She will do the prep. She needs to elevate this extremity. In this case, it's the arm. Why? Because this is not sterile. And also, it will help with that esquination. Remember I talked to you guys about that? You must have the extremely elevated for esquination. Okay. Amber, hold the extremity for me, please. Come around this way. Just sterile gloves on. Pretending that I'm sterile, gown, glove, the whole business. This sheet is kind of long, so I don't want it to fall over. I don't want to have too much excess sheet. Yes? Look what I'm doing. It's above waist level. It's not falling, right? You guys already know that, yes? See how I doubled it? Guys saw that? Look at the technique. What am I doing?
Protecting your hands.
Why?
Because they're sterile.
Thank you. Step back. That's how you, oh, of course, this one.
We didn't see that.
All right? So that, I'll place the half sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because that tourniquet is not sterile, part of your draping sequence, you should have a towel.
That.
This is not sterile. See how that sterile towel is going over the non-sterile tourniquet?
Through the glue.
Okay? Doctor may ask for towel clip to keep it in place. Okay? Stockinette is applied. It can be impervious or non-impervious. Impervious is the shiny thing here. A non-impervious, well, I thought it was a second, but if it's not shiny like this, it's non-impervious. You guys can figure that out. I'm sterile, or the doctor's sterile. Patient been prepped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stockinette. Coban. It's applied proximal to distal. Okay? Actually, at this point, okay, it's safe for you to put that extremity down. You see the sterile conditions, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
So it's safe for you to put it down. Of course, you'd be out of the way, of course, but you can see how it's sterile conditions now?
Mm-hmm.
Extremity drape. My patient, always listen and watch. If you don't have a clue, listen and watch. Common sense tell me, okay, my patient's supine, drape here, this is how the patient is laying, okay, I'm not gonna have drape falling all over the place. I have to practice aseptic technique. I'm within my parameters, you see that, ladies? Gather around, just draw the glove. Don't get confused and say, I can't touch that. Why? This is sterile. You can touch this. Technique. Protecting my hands, yes?
Mm-hmm.
You then bring up your back table. We are not using a Mayo stand for this. It doesn't require that. Okay? You bring your back table up. I need scissors to cut the stockinette, marking pen to outline my incision, and so on. We'll go through the case next week. Okay? That towel, that's the draping sequence for a carpal tunnel. This is the draping sequence for any upper extremity case. And guess what? Don't poo-poo your basics. Because what we did for upper extremity, same rule applies for the lower. Don't poo-poo your basics. Okay? All right. So let's break this down.